Hi, Quinn sisters. Have you ever felt stuck? Like deep down, you knew something had to change, but you kept pretending everything was fine. Quinces, here's the truth. You're not broken. You're just buried under too much. And that version of you that's been surviving, she deserves a chance to breathe, reset, refocus, and be seen. Because if you drop dead out of exhaustion today, the world will keep spinning round and round. So be sure all is truly well with you and stop pretending that you're fine. So I'm starting with this to say that was me. I was stuck, not just in my circumstances, but in my mind. I stayed in some situations way too long because I was scared to start over. But once I finally said, nah, I can't do this anymore, that's when things started changing. So I made a game plan to save myself. It was not perfect, not polished. I had to figure some things out and make some adjustments along the way. But it worked. And now that same blueprint, the same exact steps I took to get unstuck, that's what I'm excited to share with you in this new Unstuck Yourself series, hoping it might be beneficial to you and help you start moving too. I'm your host, Eunika. Welcome to Unika's Box of Chocolates, our safe space for hard truths, conversations, and everything in between. So you can be high functioning and still be stuck. Let me share this story with you. There was that time I used to wake up already tired, like mad exhausted, like the weight of the day hit me before I even got out of bed. And I kept saying to myself, I'm okay, I'm fine, I just need more sleep. But sleep wasn't the issue. Alignment was. One point, I was waking up early, pulling 14, 16-hour work days. When things picked up at work and we started losing resources, I found myself doing the job of 3 to 5 people. And what I did, I got in superwoman mode. And to me, I had my high performer reputation to maintain. I was not going to let that go, all while still caring for my baby at home every single day. Look, it's not because I didn't have support. My husband is great, but he had to be out there working himself. So during those times, I had to care for my baby at home. And I just wasn't mentally ready to send him off to daycare. I wasn't there yet. It was a fast-paced environment. If I didn't mention this on this channel, I am a project manager in daytime. So you're talking about fast-paced environment, crazy deadlines to meet, multiple projects, multiple time zones. It was wild, but I loved it. Couldn't afford to postpone anything. I couldn't afford to push a task over to the next day because by the time I looked up, there was already 5 more tasks waiting. I started not feeling well. Something was off. And I started going to my doctor. And during those visits, he had already been warning me, look, your blood pressure is too high. I know you have a family history of blood pressure, but I don't believe that's it. I believe that's stress induced. You need to take some time. You need to start working less. But I didn't listen. I couldn't slow down. I was in go mode and I was falling apart without even realizing it. Now, let me take a pause right here because I know someone might be thinking, could this be postpartum? No, that was already established. This wasn't baby blues. This wasn't hormones. This was work pressure, emotional overload, and a system that required too much of me at a time when I had nothing else to give. One morning, after a critical meeting I had poured so much into, I broke down right here in my office at home. I had my first known anxiety attack. Chest tight, hands shaking. I thought my heart was going to stop. Called my doctor's office. He asked me to go on personal leave immediately, which I proceeded to do. And he went a step further and recommended that I saw a therapist. My stubbornness kicked in and I was like, I don't need a therapist. I'm going to take a few weeks off work. I'm going to feel rested and be ready to go. But he insisted and I followed instruction. Let me tell you, that was a game changer. My therapist was a no nonsense guy. One of those straight shooters. He broke it down to me like it was. And during that time, he told me the leave is temporarily. You need a game plan for your return to work. So I started journaling my emotions, my patterns, my triggers, and something started making sense to me. And slowly, I started building a game plan. It was to prepare myself for when it was time to go back to work. Some things had to change. Seeing a therapist was very beneficial. My therapist was one who looked at me dead in the eyes and said, you don't even realize how bad it got because you kept moving. And that hit me because I thought I was functioning. I thought I was doing well. I thought I was winning at home, at being a wife, a mother, and a professional. I thought because I showed up, got the work done, went above and beyond, kept the house together, and stayed strong for everyone else, that I was okay. But the truth is, I was performing through pain. I was overcommitted, overavailable, and undernourished. So I got intentional. I started scaling back what did not align: people, habits, expectations. And that game plan I built, it started with just asking myself some honest questions, such as, what are you doing out of pressure? When was the last time you checked in with yourself and told yourself the truth? If that's you right now, you need to pause and ask yourself, what is this trying to show me? So when I went back to work, I was different. And that shift, that new version of me, caught people off guard. I wasn't the go to girl anymore. I wasn't jumping through hoops. I wasn't saying yes to everything and everyone just to prove that I was dependable, just to prove that I was a great team player. Mind you, I was still productive, but I was more mindful. I no longer tried to carry the weight of five people. I was just one person. And that had to be enough. Look, it wasn't always easy. That was hard at first for me to do because that's not the image they knew of me. But I had to do this for me. I had to be well, mind, body, and soul, for me to be a better coworker, a better mother, a better wife, a better sister, a better friend, or a better person all around. So if you're stuck right now, ask yourself the hard stuff. It's okay to admit you're tired. It's okay to use that PTO, go on vacation, take some time off away from work periodically. I know a friend of mine, what she does is every 3 months, she schedules a week off. It's non negotiable, and that's been helping her mental health. That's where your version of getting unstuck starts. Stop pretending that you're fine. This series is my way of saying you are not alone. A lot of us go through this. We just ignore it, we put it in the back of our head and hope it disappears. But lesson by lesson, I will be walking you through exactly how I got out of mine. And the very first step is to stop pretending you're fine. Hey, now, before you go, I need to hear from you right here in this comment section. Have you ever had to pretend you were fine just to make it through the day? Whether it's at work, at home, or any environment. What's one change you know you need to make to keep avoiding all that? Seriously, talk to me, y'all. Drop your answers in the comment section. As we grow our beautiful community, I want to understand you better so I can serve you better. Remember, this space was built to hold your truth. I really hope this first step was valuable for you and that you're ready to make it now. I'm so excited for all the lessons we're going to go through over the next 12 episodes. I truly hope you walk out of this feeling that this made a positive impact on you. As always, thank you for your time. I will see you next time for more hard truths, bold conversations, and everything in between. Bye bye.